you guys in the store or behind us, you may be hearing them. They're playing Necropolis, Savage World.
Do you know a little bit about Necropolis? I don't know a thing about it.
Yeah, I've got the book on it.
This is, by the way, this is our first ever podcast on location.
Yeah.
Look at this, we may be coming to your town.
As long as you pay for the ticket.
Right. Yeah. The ticket, we'll be there.
It seems like, if I remember the story right, Earth was messed up. There's another colony out there, and the deal was a lot of the undead.
Okay.
And then religion took over more as your government than government. So religion's real big.
So
Knights of the Templar kind of.
So it's space and undead in space and such.
Okay. That's what it sounds like.
That's cool.
I could be wrong on that, but I think that's the general rule, the gist of it. When I bought into Savage World, I bought a bunch of settings, and Necropolis was one of them. But we decided to do Necessary Evil, so I've been reading Necessary Evil and Necropolis. But we will visit it at some point.
Cool, guys. We'll see you around. Bye.
Hey Dale, where you going this weekend? The Armory. What's that? My friendly local game store. Oh, why are you going there? Because they want you to shop where you play. What's that mean? It's a reminder to support your local game store and not some website that might discount their merchandise, but can they give you advice on their games or how those games work? Or even demo one of those games. How about tips on how to paint your miniatures or provide you with tables to play on? What if you have a problem with anything? What can that website do? Do they have knowledgeable staff? Does their staff play games at all? Or do they just make money off of people who do play them? Can the site treat you with respect? Or are you just another number in their sales records? Does that site make you feel good about gaming? Or are you just glad you saved a buck? You might save a couple bucks with that website, but is it worth it in the end? Cool, man. I'm going to go shop where I play.
Rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we're back. I was talking before about Infinity. I want to show you a little. This is the box it comes with. These guys cost about $30. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So you got your little war band to start with.
Really that high?
That was it, yeah. But I think those are all the folks you need to play. That's it. And then it comes with, or you can right by it is the free rule book, which is kind of neat because it came with a free rule book. And in the future we'll show you how it plays.
You know, looking at it, we'll have to do a close-up of it. It looks like it could be used in some other games, too.
Oh, yeah, Necromunda, you could use it. Any kind of future warband kind of game you could use it as. Yeah, and the miniatures are real nice. Until someone started telling me about all the flashes with GW and how all their stuff you got to work on it, I couldn't compare it. But you know what? Looking at those and looking at these from this other company, they're right. There wasn't a lot of work I had to do at all with these guys. They came in pretty good condition. All I did was wash them off and paint them. I mean, just a little bit of snipping and that was it.
Wow. What else we got?
We got the Solomon Kane book. This is what I've been reading, and hopefully we're going to give you an update on how it plays a little bit. It's from the Savage Worlds. Dale actually picked this up for me, which I'm greatly appreciated. Thank you. And it's a fantastic book. It's based on, well, you're the guy. Tell me who it's based on.
Robert E. Howard.
And what's he known for?
Conan the Barbarian. And if you're a fan of Conan, this is by the same author. Now, I don't think he's the one that, well, seems how he's dead. I know he's not the one that came up with the game. But they must have gotten rights to the Howard estate to use...
Yeah, and basically Solomon Kane I didn't know who he was until I started doing a little research. And the neat thing about the book is it's got excerpts from all the stories in the front of it, so it gives you a little idea of what's going on. But Solomon Kane's a Puritan who goes around and he basically battles evil. He's a wanderer who's called by God, whatever you want to call it, the Force,
So does it
higher
involve a lot
power.
of religion in it? Or
Not
just
so much, but he's
good
got
versus evil?
Yeah, good versus evil. But he's got this quest, and he goes, and you play these people too that get this calling to go, go fight this particular evil somewhere. Go be wanderers. Go do things for this.
The good.
The good.
The greater good.
Yeah, the greater good. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So it's a neat
The
book.
cause invading.
That's right. Speaking back of 40K, I know Dale's got some interesting things he'd like to talk about.
Now, I didn't want people have been asking me for some rants. Some of my YouTube viewers. And there's something that's just been gnawing at me, and I didn't want to get on the podcast and start making fun of other podcasters out there. But I've got something in my cap, and he's just been irritating the hell out of me. So
Should we name them, or we probably? I don't know.
I don't know. 40K Radio.
Oh, he did it. Send emails. Send
Your
emails.
flaming emails can be directed to me.
Yep.
All right, here, the address below. It'll be somewhere along here. 40K Radio. He now, I listen to 40K Radio myself. I almost became a freebooter. And I'll get back to that.
Yeah, you want to. How much was that?
A freebooter membership is $25 a year.
What does that entail? What does that get you?
It
25
lets
bucks a
you
year?
watch. They've got a feed of their radio show where you can watch it on video as they produce it. And then after the show, they have another little show that's just for freebooters. You can watch. They call it the bar. They're big drinkers, and they drink the whole time they're doing the podcast. But it's radio, so you can't see it unless you're a freebooter, and then you get to see how big of an alcoholic they really are. But afterwards, you get to see the second show. They have a forum, but you can, just like our forum, except
Where's
they
our
charge.
forum located? Where is our forum located, by the way?
I'll put a link into it down here. It's at getforums.com.
Come join the forum.
Yeah, I'll put the information
Doesn't
down
cost
here.
you a dime.
Doesn't cost nothing. You don't have to be a free Buddha to talk about the show. And then they hold a lot of contests, but you have to have a membership to get to it. So, I listened to the show, and there was Phil was one of the guys, and it's not Stuart.
Whoever. Someone.
God, I can't think of his name. Starts with a. He's the guy that I'm pissed off at.
Well, the original guy.
Yeah.
That's who you're talking to. I'm talking about.
He knows who he is, Dale. He knows who he is.
Yeah, you know who you are, you cheap bastard. But anyway, then they got the freshman. And, I listened to how flaming emails. I listened to how they degrade. He degrades everybody. And that didn't get me. At first I thought it was kind of funny. And then they'll get guests on there that have no idea what's going on. And then he talks down to them. Like, stupid, you gotta talk into the mic. Well, these aren't podcasters. They don't know what the hell. But then he boycotts White Dwarf because the magazine went up in costs.
Now, we haven't said a thing about that. And we're the people who just bitched a few minutes ago about how they make too much money. But yet, I like White Dwarf.
I get it all the time.
Yeah, I like it.
It's so bad
Decent magazine.
that they were talking about rules, and White Dwarf had come out with a rule and put it out in the magazine, and he didn't even want to hear about the rule because it was only released in the White Dwarf magazine. Well, we just won't. It was released in the magazine? No. And he bitches about how much the magazine costs. Now, not 2 minutes later, he introduces his swag. You shouldn't spend your money on 40K, but hey, buy a t-shirt with 40K Radio. Buy my shit. Spend money on my shit, but let's not get a magazine because, it costs too much money. Now, to be honest, when we were in the bookstore, after our trip to the Armory that you guys just watched, we stopped by the bookstore because I wanted to get some source material for Star Wars. Because we're going to start doing Star Wars. So I wanted to get some source material. When we went over to get something to drink, I veered off into the magazines, and you looked at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't know what he was doing. He was looking at Glamour and